are back. It's the Alex Jones Show. I am Jason Burmis sitting in. Alex coming up in about 6 minutes with Dr. Mark Siegel of Fox News, Cindy Sheehan, Dr. Eisenstein, and, of course, the economic hitman, John Perkins. I am joined by Bob Chapman. We're going to be going to him in a moment. But first, I want to thank one of our great sponsors, eFoodsDirect.com. That's 1-800-409-5633. If you want the best storable, non-GMO foods in case of an emergency, this is it. eFoods Direct, 1-800-409-5633, eFoodsDirect.com. You know, we were just talking about, cybersecurity, the cybersecurity czar, the new office. But in reality, just like I said, Bob, they're already track tracing and databasing everything we're doing. They've set up an infrastructure where, Homeland Security, local police forces all believe that, extremists with Ron Paul bumper stickers and don't tread on me flags are the next terrorists. I mean, where is our society headed?
Towards totalitarianism. And it's already there. It's not headed. It is in it already. And that's part of the game that we're watching here.
I mean, essentially, are we lying to ourselves if we think anything less? I just read an article yesterday, all about the truth about lying and what a morally degraded culture we are. And this is in Newsweek, how we tell lies. 3 out of every 10 things we say is just a complete and total lie. And then we lie to ourselves about how serious situations are. And we've been lying to ourselves about this economy for years and years and years now as they pull the rug from under us. I mean, are we going to wake up and, become free citizens again? Or are we just going to grovel under this new dictatorship?
Well, I think that we've made great headway with the American public, particularly over the last couple of years, because of programs like this and a handful of newsletters that get out there and get massive circulation, like mine. Mm-hmm. And the public's coming around. You can see it in the town hall meetings, and it's encouraging. How much more power we can get within that movement remains to be seen, but hopefully it'll be very powerful. It's coming along, and what's going to make it viable is more people getting involved. That's the key, and so that's why we have to work harder and harder and harder to be able to stop the juggernaut, which is the Federal Reserve and the revolving door from Wall Street to New York City, and so on and to Washington D.C. and so on and so forth.
And you remember, you can't even go outside of the Federal Reserve and film without having security come up to you, ask you a million questions, want your identification. The last time I was there and I was filming outside, we just had that shooting up in D.C. A couple of weeks ago. And I'm thinking to myself, how are you comparing me and what I'm doing with a tripod and a camera on a sidewalk to a madman who walked into a Holocaust museum and started shooting people with a gun? I mean, did he have a camcorder? It's complete ridiculousness. And then they want every little piece of information, and they threaten you. I mean, these banksters are truly in control. They are truly above government, and they don't want 1207 to pass. Like you said, if 1207 does pass through the Senate, they want that bill revised in such a manner it really cripples what it was intended to do.
Well, you're probably absolutely right, and we have to see if we can stop that. And you do that by going to all the members of the House and the Senate, and you tell them, the bill's coming up next month. It's going to be voted on. It will be passed, but we want it passed in the language that it's been set up in, not some character of a carcass of the original bill.
Bob Chapman of the InternationalForecaster.com, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, and I'll see you next week.